Welcome home. You're listening to the Housing Muse Podcast. I'm your host, Melissa Dittman-Tracy, and I'm so glad you're here. Thanks for tuning in to our very first episode of the Housing Muse, your home to design inspiration and insider information all about real estate. And in today's episode, we're going to break a big rule when it comes to the housing market. We're letting the dogs out. I usually talk and write articles about staging a home, but today I'm going to tell you how I staged my dog when trying to sell my home, and it worked. More households are becoming pet owners, even more since the pandemic, and homeowners are choosing homes based on their pets' needs. There's been a trend happening over recent years. The dogs are getting unleashed in real estate, whether it's in the marketing of homes for sale or even choosing a realtor who promises to have your pet's needs at heart in your home search. For so long in real estate, we like to deny any dog or cat lived inside any home ever listed on the market. The realtor and home stager would tell you to remove all traces that a pet lived there prior to any showings. That meant dog or cat beds, food and water bowls, leashes, photos, and definitely that kitty litter box. After all, some people don't like pets, and for some it's for good reason. They're allergic. You never want to make any potential homebuyers sick. To present your house so it's appealing to the greatest amount of buyers, you'll want to make it look like poor little Fido never lived there. But we're seeing more real estate professionals, home sellers, and home builders break that rule. So let's find out why. Before that, I'm going to share with you how I staged my dog. So let's get real on real estate. Sometimes with all the home showings, it's not possible to get your dog out of the house at a moment's notice. Also, it gets expensive to always have a pet sitter on call or have your pet boarded every day if you work away from home. I know I'm not the only one who's ever faced this challenge. You get a call from your realtor about an impromptu showing, and your beloved pet is at home alone. The buyers are coming. What do? A few years back, I had a townhome in a suburb in Chicago. My husband and I were selling our home, but we were working in the city during the day. That was a 45-minute commute. We didn't have time to go take out the dogs before every home showing. And this is back when it took a month or two to sell a home, not a day. So the showings were constant. I knew my dogs were likely going to be a part of selling this house, like it or not. I had a 7-pound Yorkshire Terrier and a 15-pound Italian Greyhound. I bought them matching sweaters in a light blue color and then 2 new fluffy beds for each with a blue trim. Details matter. We had a smaller laundry room. I placed a see-through baby gate to block them off, small enough to prevent them from running off but not preventing the buyers from looking inside. I also needed to let the real estate agent and any buyer know my dogs were present. Every day before I left for work, I posted a sign inside our home by the entrance, just in case of any daytime showings that would pop up. The sign included a large photo of my 2 dogs that was rather adorable, I might add. The sign read, "Welcome to our home. Pardon our barks. We're Oscar and Bailey, and we're excited you're here. We won't bother you. We'll stay in the laundry room as you look around. We may bark a little. We get excited. We hope you love our home as much as we do." Believe it or not, the 2 offers we received on that house were when our dogs were present. They weren't the turnoff because we staged them. Now, I'm not recommending you keep your dogs at your home during a showing. We already talked about why it's ideal to remove your pets prior. I've also heard wild stories from real estate professionals and even home buyers being attacked by snippy cats or feisty dogs. Many pets get protective when others enter their home. But sometimes you may have no other choice. And when you don't have a choice, make your pets a part of staging your home. Be sure to keep them confined into a small area, and a wardrobe is definitely required. You know, the real estate industry is realizing that pets are such a big part of more households' lives nowadays that they don't always have to be your little kept secret in your home. A few years back, a $5 million listing in Corona Del Mar, California, not that Corona, produced a video showing off a luxury 6,300 square foot, 6-bedroom home, all from the perspective of a French bulldog named Rocco. Creative. The video was produced by the Boutique Real Estate Group. The bulldog even wore a custom-made suede collar inscribed with the property's own URL on it. How's that for using a dog in the marketing of an ultra-luxury listing? We're also seeing pets appear in the occasional home listing photo online, cuddled up on a rug near a fireplace. Some home builders are even staging their model homes for a pet and showing the possibilities. For example, they may include pet baths or showers or even nooks in the first floor laundry room or mudroom. More condos and apartments are touting they're pet-friendly, and some luxury ones are even offering rooftop pet parks. I've even heard of one with a dog bone-shaped swimming pool, pet fitness yoga classes, and a treadmill session with yappy hours. An estimated 11 million households have gotten a pet since the start of the pandemic alone. That's a lot of new pet owners, on top of those who already owned one before. More times than not, homebuyers also are shopping for a home with their pets in mind. 43% of households said they'd be willing to move to better accommodate their pet. 68% said their pet influenced their decision to buy a certain home. That's according to a survey conducted in 2020 by the National Association of Realtors. Some homebuyers are literally letting their pet pick the property. I've had home sellers reach out to me saying they've caught buyers through their home video cameras taking their pet inside when touring a home. That's not cool. You need to buy a house before your pet's allowed in. But you can still shop for a home with a pet in mind. Some realtors even present in their bios as being pet-friendly, offering to help you shop for the right home for you, but also for your pet. What could that include? It may be considering if that yard space is adequate or private enough for your friendly pet. If it's a condo, it's making sure your pets are even allowed. Or it may be how the home's laid out inside. Like you may prefer a home with a mudroom or laundry room by the entrance to wash off any dirty paws. Pets have become a pandemic love, and maybe, just maybe, they aren't always the deal killer when you go to sell your home. Just remember, be sure to add in that sales contract, dog not included. This is Melissa Dittman Tracy, the Housing Muse, because every home needs inspiration. Be sure to click on the subscribe button to receive the latest Housing Muse podcast, or follow me on Twitter or Instagram at Housing Muse. Next episode, the 10 worst home design trends. We're going to count down, and you won't want to miss it. Thanks for listening.